Hi friends, I'm Andrea Lake and I am really excited to be sharing my first process video as part of the Pinkfresh Studio creative team. I am going to be putting together a mini album today with the Garden Bouquet collection, mainly focusing on the stamps, the stencils, and the dies. I have been working with the Pinkfresh Studio stamp stencil die combo since the beginning of the year. Definitely a game changer. So let me make a parenthesis here because we are going to talk about the inks that I'm using. I am using Soft Lilac, Regal Kiss, Coral Reef, Passion Fruit, Olive, and the other green, that the light green that you see on screen is Grassy Knoll, but I will end up changing that for the mint color. So going back to the discovery of the stencils, this was definitely a game changer for me. The fact I do love, don't get me wrong, I love coloring, I love watercolors, all of that, but the fact that I can get guaranteed beautiful results and not have to think other than, what tones of purple I want to use on these flowers or what tones of pink I want to use on these flowers. That's as much as I have to think to get beautiful embellishments that I can use and reuse and create and recreate, and I could make them look different every single time I work with them. In this case though, you see me working with two different stamped images. I will be repeating the colors on both of them, so same color for both of these stamped images. But if I wanted to, I could change it. I could add some embossing powder. I could play with, I could change this in so many ways, and I can guarantee you every single result is going to be incredible. So that's why, again, I wanted to focus on this. I also have with the dies, the same dies that you use to cut this flowers are the same die that you can use to cut the washi tape that comes with the Garden Bouquet collection. So I will not show you how to cut it, but I will be using some of the washi tape as well. And as we get further in the video, I'll show you the difference between those already in the album when I decorated it. But you can see there that this is all you have to do. If you are a flower lover like I am, you will never run out of flowers, and that is good news for me. So we're almost done. I'm adding the last color. So this stencil set comes with 5 stencils to create the layering on the flowers and the leaves. I wanted this video to focus on this technique mainly because, again, it is so easy. So easy. Almost done. Last few leaves here. And we are ready to bring the dies and get our flowers. I am bringing the A2 slider card die set, and this is what I'm going to use for the cover of my album. Now, speaking of the album, it's a very simple accordion shape album that we're going to put together. I am using white textured cardstock to work on the base of the album. And we are also going to we're also going to play with the nested rectangle, the hot foil plates, and the nested rectangle metal dies to get the foiled images. So now you can see, as I am putting together the accordion mini album, I am just folding the pages. These long pieces are 12 inches wide in this case by 5.5 inches tall, which is the size of that we get from the die itself, from the card. And then on top you can see the embellishments that I have. So on the left I have the die cut flowers from the washi tape roll, and then in the middle I have the ones that we just created with our inks and our stencils and the stamp set. And then on the right I was gonna put the big bouquet as well, but these are the pieces from the ephemera pack. Now, some of these pieces I am just creating pockets and some regular plain pages and not really taking any measurements. I am just folding it as I feel it would look nice. So mainly, I would say 2 inches, and then the 4.5, I believe it's how wide the regular pages end up being. And then again at 1.5, so that gives us 9. So maybe 1.5 at 4.5, and then again 1.5 from the other end. And I know it sounds confusing, but what I'm trying to say is it's basically an accordion mini album. We are putting together a card, our A2 card, with the dies, and it looks super cute. You slide and it opens that window, and we're gonna decorate it with the flower. And then as you open, I just played with the cardstock to get a few pages with pockets, with side pockets, and a few plain pages, and that was it. Now I'm assembling my slider card. So the way to do it is you add your adhesive of your preference on that small flap at the bottom. You adhere that to the piece that looks like a tag. That's what's going to slide. And then you add foam adhesive strips around the edges of or on the border of that piece, exactly how you see here. And that's going to give your slider card some room to slide. Now going to adhere that to the base of the card. One thing that I did before I actually assembled the full accordion piece all together was adding machine stitching details around the edges of every single one of my cardstock pieces. I'm putting that cover together. It's going to be a very simple cover. I knew from the very beginning that one of the big bouquets was definitely going to be part of the cover. So that's what I'm putting together now. And the thing is, that's the idea. I'm just making sure that it is going to work, but I am not assembling the actual cover now, because I'm gonna be flipping all the pages and I didn't want my embellishment to, get all used. I just cut and created the frames from those hot foiled pieces, and I'm using them to frame my photos. And I am now decorating some of the pages, adding a few details. These are some of the other flowers that we created with our stamps and stencils. And I am so proud of them. And I know that is silly, Oh, to feel so proud of after creating these embellishments, because technically, you don't really have to think much, right? You just need your stamp, your stencils, your inks, and play with it. There's no way you're gonna get it wrong. But at the end of the day, you did it. You put the work. You stamped those images. You chose the colors. You used those stencils, and you made the embellishments. So it feels really good, I have to say. So here is a quick flip through of the finished album. Very simple cover, but that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted that bouquet to be the start of the show, at least on the cover. So I'm still using some of the hot foil frames for the photos, even though I can remove the full photo. This bouquet it's from the washi tape roll. I also used the metal die to get it. These are the pages that we just decorated. Setting some of the photos. I am planning to add the journaling after this. So much fun too. And I also added some machine stitching details around the edges of some of the tags and some of the extra embellishments. That's it. Here's the second bouquet that I created. And the same with the flowers on the top of that card and left to the photo. I hope you guys enjoy the video, you enjoy the process, and you give it a try. Get those stamps, get those stencils and metal dies, and create your own embellishments. And just try different combination, different products. Try some embossing, different things every time, and you see that the possibilities are endless. This was again Andrea Lake for you. You can find the links to all of the products that I used in the description box below. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.